In this video, let's go through network part rules and how it may affect your design and things you need to know before you get started, and if you have a change of your rules, how it can affect you. So all we have here is a profile view with some network parts in it. I've added the labels and I've placed some manual labels at the inverts of this pipe. So what I want to point out is that according to this profile view, the invert of that pipe, that point right there, you can see the circle, is 42.26. But according to this, it's 42.1. And it's the same thing here, 45.99 and 45.73. So why don't these match? Conversely, let's check the math here between these. So let's open a calculator. And we've got 245.99 minus 42.1, or excuse me, 242.1, so 3.89 feet, and this says it's 70 feet. So let's take that divided by 70. We'll get a slope of 5.55%, not 5.36. So nothing is jiving. If I select this pipe, you'll notice that it is grips are here in the center. Okay? Which means the software in the background is saying this pipe's length is from grip to grip, so 70 feet along that pipe. That is why the math is not working. And it's calculating the invert here, because notice that it was a little higher, and here, which is a little lower, is what the manhole labels are doing, because that is where the pipe is. You need to be careful of this. If you are not wanting to label it in this way, you need to adjust your rules. So let's come over here and look at our rules. So let's go down to our network, expand it, go to our parts list, and our pipe rules is this right here, storm sewer. If I edit it, what you're worried about in this case is the end location. Now I have the end location set to outer wall right now, and I did this after I drew them. Before, they were set to center, which is the default. If you do not have a pipe rule and you connect pipes, it's going to do it to structure center. So if you're not wanting to do structure center, you've got to create you a rule. Now this is on outer wall, which is what we want, but these pipes aren't drawn right. So I need to apply this rule. So I'm going to come up here to my pipes command, exit out, come over to pipes, and apply rules. Select the upslope part, come over to my plan view, and now I choose my downslope part here, and it's selected them all. I'm going to hit enter and apply the rule. Now plan view wise, the grip looks right, but it's done this weird connectivity thing that I showed on a previous video, so you need to be aware of that. Okay, when on the outer walls, which is a telltale sign that you have this rule applied. Now if I come back over here and I select the object in profile view, I now have them at the outer wall, and notice that that length is now 65. So 42.26 is still off by a good bit here, and then this is 45.73, 45.78. So we still got, oh, it's because it moved it up, my bad. So let's adjust this. Because when I applied the rule, I also had a cover rule, so it moved the pipe. So you need to be aware of that. If you're doing this after the fact, you may need to get rid of some rules so you don't end up breaking your design. So 4304, 4303, I can live with that. And 0.89, and 0.78. So this is still off by almost a tenth. Did I snap to the right thing? I did. And this could be depending on your levels, but more importantly, the math between these should work now. So let's check. Let's do 245.89 minus 243.04 and divide it by 65 feet, knowing that that's a rounding error. 4.34, 4.38, so 4.40%. So now it's right. So that's how you can apply your rules after the fact to change these connection points and get these labels correct, because there's not any label for length other than length, and the length is from the connection points.